Hello, hello, how are we? So many glutes for October. This is number one, resistance bands. So you either need one of these or you need one of these, one or the other. Or if you really don't have either, tie up a pair of tights and pop it on to your thighs. You're going to be using these for every exercise. I prefer these for glutes because these are called booty bands for a reason, and they will really put a lot of stress and resistance and load onto your glutes so that we're really working those muscles. We are going to be doing quite a few hip exercises as well so that we're getting that whole glute area. It won't take long, but you are absolutely going to feel it. The other thing that you need today, if I just turn that around to show the messy bit, you see my stool? You need either a stool or a chair. If you're doing this in the living room, you can lie on the sofa. That will be really comfortable. Stool or chair, not so much, but you definitely need one to raise everything up for some of the hip thrusts that we're going to be doing. So each exercise, 40 seconds, 10 seconds in between to recover and move on to the next one and for me to explain what we're doing. There's lots of repetition today to make sure we're really targeting those muscle groups. Are you ready? Let's go down into a lying down position on a mat. Now with these bands, we're going to wear them high. You're going to wear the other one high as well, but just above the knees. And I will explain. Hang on, let me go this way. Each exercise in turn. You'll also notice I've got no trainers on today. There is no jumping around. So if you want to do this all without shoes on, absolutely fine. Joe, Bateman, you don't need your shoes on today. So band comes high. We're going to start with a lying adduction. So with a lying adduction, we're lying down on your back and all you're doing is moving your knees out to the side. Here, if I show you this way, here, like that, but lying down. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So trying to expand that band as far as you possibly can. This is really, it's a bit like penguins actually. This targets the area where you're like, don't really know where that's hurting, but I know that it is hurting. Bit like that. Hips, inner thighs and bottom. Keep breathing. I did mean to write on the chalkboard today and I've completely forgotten. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it from there because it's very light writing, but it actually says the first day, rest for 10 seconds, the first day of yoga with me, which was from Eli because he was going to teach a yoga class apparently. Glute bridge, pushing through the heels, squeeze up and down. Take it up on an out breath, squeeze at the top, all the way back down again. Make sure you've got some tension through that band by just widening, pushing those knees out just a little bit. I can feel it already. It's already burning, which doesn't bode well, does it? Maybe it means I'm going to have a really pert muscular bum just by the end of this 12-ish minute workout. I think I might need to repeat it. Okay, just bring your knees in a bit. Tap the bottom. We're going to take it to a glute bridge drive out so we keep the hips high. Drive those knees out, squeeze in, out and in. Wiggle your shoulders under a little bit. Out, squeeze in, out, squeeze in. Keep those hips high. Keep breathing. You should feel this in your lower abdominal muscles as well. Oh, it really hurts. These bands are so tight, these new ones. You can get different resistance. This is a medium, but it feels like a heavy right now. Okay, take your bum down, put your feet together, heels together. We're going to go back to the hip abduction. So we take those legs out, squeeze in, out, squeeze in, almost bringing your knees out to a diamond shape, keeping the heels together. From here, so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Out, squeeze in, out, squeeze in. You've got 10 seconds. Boom, give it a tap again. Feet flat to the floor, take it up into a glute bridge. Just wiggle those shoulders underneath. And we're going to step the left leg out, bring it in, out and in. If you need your hands under your hips for a bit more support, go for it. Out and in. So working against that band makes it even harder. "40 seconds feels like a really long time in this one." Okay, bring it down. We're going to take it all the way back up again, and we're moving to the right leg stepping out. Squeeze up, hands under if you need to, if you prefer. Out, in, out, in. Now I can tell already, I'm doing my right leg this time. I started on my left. This feels so much easier for me. Not easy, but easier. So if you're finding that you're struggling a bit more on one side, that tends to be because one glute muscle works better than the other. So I've got a really lazy left glute, and so on the left side I found that really tricky. But it will be very beneficial to keep working on it. Out and in. Out and in. Oh! Just give your hug your knees. I can't even speak. Okay, back to glute bridge, and then we're going to take you to some hip thrusts. Are you ready? Squeeze up, down. Make sure you've got tension through the band. Push those knees out. Keep working against the band. Oh, we're nearly there. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, boom. Okay, we're moving up to hip thrust now. So you need your stool or to settle yourself on the sofa. Whatever is comfortable for you. Move that right into shot here. Are you ready? God, it doesn't half make your heart working your glutes. So what you want to do, keep your band exactly where it is. Put this back on. And we're going into just a hip thrust. So bring yourself out, back comes onto that stool, and you can either have your head up, which is going to work your core a little bit more. Don't do this if you have diastases, any tummy muscle separation, or just rest your head down. And all we're doing here is dropping the hips down, squeezing them up, down and up. Get yourself into a comfortable position, far enough out so it doesn't hurt your back. It's just your upper back that you're going to have onto the supporting bit. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Down, squeeze up, down, squeeze up. You'll see I've got one hand just supporting my head. It can be a little bit uncomfortable in this position, but if you're on a sofa or a really comfy chair, you're probably fine. We're going to add in an adduction on the next exercise, taking those knees out, keeping with the hip thrust. Excuse me. Okay, down, up, out, in, down, up, knees out, squeeze in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, and in. Excuse my belly on display. Down, up, squeeze out, squeeze in, down, up, squeeze out, squeeze in, down, up, Squeeze out, squeeze in. Oh my goodness. Is your bottom burning as much as mine? I'm sure it will be. Oh, okay, from here, we are literally going to take it, to keep it here, into that hip hold, kind of a thrust hold. We're going to take one leg out, bring it in, out and in, out and in, out and in. So I'm working on my left. It doesn't matter which side you do, as long as you even up. On the other side, I can barely talk. It's so painful. Evening up on the other side. Just a second. Need to lie my head back. Just look up and think of England. Okay, move to the other side. Out, in, out and in. Is it burning? It's really burning for me. So we've got 2 more exercises after this one, and that is it. So short and sharp, but my word, your bum is going to feel it. So we're staying in this hip thrust position. You'll probably be feeling this in the back of your legs as well. Okay, so we're pulsing here. Take your bum down, pulse, pulse. Push through your heels. Little movements. And we're going to end just by holding it in place and squeezing. But we're nearly done. No chance of my left glute being lazy today. Oh, okay, are you ready? 40-second hold, lift and squeeze, hold it here. Nice and high, squeeze your bottom cheeks together, push your knees out to work against the band, and you're just going to hold it in place. Oh my word, we've still got 30 seconds to go. But this is the last one. You're going to need a glute stretch after this. Or I am anyway. The pain. 10 seconds, we can do it. Squeeze up. Push those knees out. Last few seconds. 2, 1. Lower yourself down. There is no elegant way to get out of that. Take the god-awful band off. Move. I'm just going to move the stool out of the way. Come back down to your mat. We're going to have a very quick glute stretch. Partly because I need one. And that's as much as we're going to do. So onto your back. Whoops. Cross your right foot over your left knee. Push your hand through the gap. Reach onto the back of your legs. And just slowly ease your right knee in towards you. If you can reach with your elbow, your right elbow, push that against your right knee or your thigh, just to eke it out a little bit. Really hurt that, didn't it? Whose idea was that? I think I can blame Claire. Was it Claire that asked for glutes? I think it was. Claire Grice, it's you. Or was it Hayley? One of you asked for one of you asked for the other. Let's switch to the other side. Left foot over right, hands through the gap, hold on to it, pull it in, and just use your elbow to push your leg out a little bit. Oh, beaut. Hold on to your knees. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And you are all done. That really was a mini. Short, sharp, and very mighty. Send all abuse Claire's way. Nothing coming towards me. It wasn't anything to do with me. Thanks for the suggestion. I think it was Claire. So mean. Right, next week, core. See you for the next mini. There is one more glute mini for the month in 2 weeks, and then we are ending the month even on core as well. Have a lovely Friday if you're doing this on a Friday, and I will see you soon.